guys are awesome. Yell out freedoms. Let me hear it. You can do better than that. 1, 2, 3. You know what this is great is that a lot of guys founded the country of Texas, shed their blood, and they did it with not many people. This is the mustard seed today. I love the name of this group, by the way. Isn't this name great? Battleground, Tea Party. This is, I don't know, who did the marketing? They need to come work for the Republican Party because clearly they don't know how to market. But I can't tell you that you guys are, let me give you a little sidetrack first. You know that song? I'm not going to sing it. What's that? Wing beneath? What is the wing beneath my wind? Yeah, thank you. I'm not Debbie Boone. Thank you. But your support and your prayers mean so much to me. And I look back on what we did, some of the history of what's going on. I don't know if you're familiar with everything we've done, but I had a reporter one time ask me, and they said, why are you so feisty against our president? Why have you done so much? We're the only congressman that I know that has sued Obama now about 3 times. We blue slipped 2 of his bills, the immigration bill and the gun bill, and what that means is they never sent the bill over from the Senate. Harry Reid, I rapped him on the head twice because it's unconstitutional. That Constitution keeps getting in the way of these guys, you know. And we, of course, we brought Brother Ted Nugent to step over the President's State of the Union. We've only been there 8 months, and someone said, you've wrecked Obama's agenda more than anybody else in the House. So I take that as a badge of honor. And we have some creative folks that are doing different things to stop that agenda. But I want to go back and think about how our nation of country of Texas was founded, and think about this group here that's assembled here today, and let us be an example to the rest of the nation, since after all, half of all the jobs in the United States are formed here. This is the last bastion of freedom, and I don't know if you're aware of it, but the president has dumped $8 million into Texas, doing the same thing that he did nationwide. They're going door to door. They knocked on 6,000 doors 2 weeks ago. Are you guys familiar with this battle that Obama has declared on Texas? It's $8 million. Now, unfortunately, our party, in response, is spending $8 million in 50 states, or as if you're Obama, it's 57 states. So we have to pick up the slack, and we have to once again defend this nation and defend Texas, because the rest of the nation now is looking towards us for leadership. And we are the leaders now. If you look at the Texas delegation, you got some great guys like Louis Gohmert. You guys familiar with him? Go Louis, God bless him. He makes me look like a moderate, I told him. He's a great guy. But we in Texas have to lead the way. And that means that you have to step up and fight. We don't have $8 million, but we need you involved in all these races. And we need to get involved in terms of going door to door. Now, my staff back there who's being real quiet, waving hands, they've been going door to door in 100-degree heat and started at 3 o'clock in the afternoon in August. So you know they're dedicated, going knocking on door to door. And we have to do that because right now, this is a battleground state for the president. If he takes out and gets the immigration bill and gets this door-to-door campaign, we will lose Texas just the way, remember, California used to be a Republican state. And he will get his way. But you know what? I believe God is bigger than Obama. Don't you all? And I also know on the 25th of this month, he's going to sign the UN ban. And he's going to step across that line, and instead of remember the Alamo, it's going to be remember the UN ban. Remember the UN ban. He is signing the gun ban that's going to give up our Second Amendment right and turn it over to the UN. This is a disaster for this nation, and it's going to undermine our Constitution. And I can tell you, I hope on the 25th you guys organize a demonstration or something to announce, reject this action by our president. He's doing all these things with executive orders, and Rand Paul and I have introduced bills trying to stop those executive orders. This is a president that's unprecedented in the way he's operated, almost as if he's a king rather than a president. And your dedication, your love for this nation is important. And you're out here today. You could be doing many other things, but you're out here. And I think that one way we can fight back is that we can resist, because Texas is the leader. They look to us for the nation, and it's kind of funny because in the House floor all the time they come up, they go, "You guys in Texas are awesome." And I said, "Well, come with us." They said, "No, I'm from a district, you don't understand." And but I was this way even when I defeated Jack Brooks. We were still conservative. We didn't change our message. By the way, we have a discharge petition against our speaker for Benghazi. 4 Americans were brutally murdered, and they said that they don't want to really expose it because it may cause the Secretary of State at that time some hardships as she runs for higher office. If it was 4 congressmen that were brutally murdered instead of State Department officials, do you think they'd have a special investigation? Do you think they would have something? Or if you had 4 of President Obama's family members murdered, there'd be a special investigation. But it was the saddest thing the other day. I don't know if you got to see the testimony, but it was heart-wrenching watching the people that were victimized and family members that were murdered in Benghazi testify, and not a single Democrat, but one Democrat was in there to listen to that testimony. We're at a crossroads, and you folks are awesome for fighting, but I'm asking you to do a little bit more, and that we got to fight back because they're knocking on many, many doors. They're fighting, and I'm going to keep up their fighting. We're going to keep suing the president. And by the way, that reporter who asked me, he said, "What are you going to do?" I said, I don't know if you ever saw the movie Mighty Python where he loses his legs and he keeps fighting, and he's got one arm. He says, "Come on, we just begun to fight." I said, "I'm going to be like Mighty Python. I'll have no legs, no arms, no." I said, "Come on. This is our founding fathers said, we had begun to fight. The ship was on fire, everything." And they said, "You're going to give up?" No. That's our Texas spirit. So don't get discouraged. Don't get down. We're going to take on this president. And with your help, we're going to defeat President Obama's agenda and stop it cold. Thank you so much.